I feel like every hour, quite frankly, leading up to this championship final, I feel one way or the
Yeah.
other, Lisa. Whenever I'm like looking at both of
Is
these
this the
teams,
time that we make predictions? Is that
I
what you're
think we're
gearing up
leaning
to?
into predictions a little bit. I think we got to segue. I think we've kept the people here long enough. I think we got to start making picks. We've talked about both teams. We broke down, I think, some positives, right? And some windows of opportunity, I think, for both teams
Yeah.
here when they're going up against each other. Look, I've been doing it all year. I got to put you on the spot.
I know. I
What?
hate when you do this.
Who are you going with? Who's gonna be lifting that
For,
ridiculous
for
trophy?
the record, this is the hardest part of my job.
Absolutely.
Picking a winner. This one, I don't know. I mean, like, we're coming down to such small margins here. Like,
Oh,
there
yeah.
have definitely been weekends where I walk into games and I'm like, this team's got it in the bag. They're going to walk away with it. I think we have to look at like the past form and coming into these games. I think Kansas City getting that 2-0 win over OL Reign gives them a little bit more of a lift than the Portland 2-1 win over San Diego. I think playing at a neutral field is actually really beneficial for both of these teams because Portland has never won a championship when they played at Providence Park. So this perhaps give Portland the upper hand because they are away. I'm stalling here because I don't even know, Sandra. Like, this is one that is incredibly difficult.
I'm gonna try to make it even harder for you, putting the pressure on you, buddy. Let's talk about it. Let's have a little fun.
I won't have fun with this.
Is there a little bit of recency curse around the MVP award? We've seen the MVP winners go to a championship final and exit those championship finals as part of the losing team. So we've seen, I believe the year that Lindsay Herrera won the MVP, they did not. The Portland Thorns did not lift the trophy then. I believe when Sam Kerr won the MVP, Chicago Red Stars did not lift the trophy. I believe when Lynn Williams won the MVP award, the North Carolina Courage did not win the MVP trophy. Is that something that we should be talking about? Is there like, do you believe in those type of superstitions, or are you someone you're just like, yes, I believe in curses and they're meant to be broken?
I do believe in curses and the superstitions 100%, but I think that they can be broken. I think that if it were to be broken, it could be broken by a Sophia Smith because she'll get goals and she will contribute and she is so ready and focused for this game that if a curse is going to be broken, it's going to be done by Sophia Smith. That being said, I think Kansas City's going to win.
All right. Talk to me a little bit about why.
I think that this is a team that's riding that wave of Cinderella happiness right now and that nothing's going to bring them down. Like, they're at the peak of their mountain where they're happy they got here. They're very pleased with themselves that they have made it this far. Of course, they want to win and they want the championship, but their ownership is really proud of them. Head coach Matt Potter is very proud of them. They are very proud of themselves. Whereas Portland, there's an expectation for this club to get to the final. There's an expectation for this club to win. So the pressure is on a little bit more. And that's how diamonds are made, under pressure. So I don't think it deters Portland by any means, but I think Kansas City will have a little bit more freedom playing in this match. And I think that we've seen Kansas City go against teams where they allow the other team to impose their game onto Kansas City, and then they can still strike with the quick counterattack, with their ability to defend like crazy and get everything out of the box. Whereas a Portland team, they want to impose their game on someone. Do they strike early and fast? I think like first 10 minutes of this game are going to be so crucial because if Kansas City gets a goal in the opening 10 minutes, it's game over. Not that Portland's going to give up, but that's what they scored 2 goals in the first 5 minutes in their last 2 playoff games. Like,
it's a trend.
It's game over, but I'm still going with Portland in this one.
Oh, well, you said Kansas City.
I'm sorry, Kansas City. Yes,
I'm like, no, you're switching.
No.
Did you talk yourself out of it?
I did not talk myself out of it. I'm still going with Kansas City. Sorry about that.
Who knows? I'll ask you again tomorrow, and it might be different.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how about this? You're going Kansas City. Do you have maybe like a scoreline in mind?
Who are you picking?
I gotta go next.
Okay. So we'll do score lines. There's only been one game that has gone into overtime during this playoffs.
That's true.
We have not seen penalty kicks. There's only been one game in the 9 NWSL regular season championships that has been determined by penalty kicks. I don't think this one is going to penalty kicks.
Okay. All right. Regulation, extra time?
Maybe extra time.
All right.
Maybe extra time, but not penalty kicks.
Okay. Fair enough. I'll give it to you. Listen. Who loves trauma, right? We're just exposing ourselves.
Penalty kicks would be great because these goalkeepers, holy cow, we'd be here all night.
Look, I think if you're like a neutral going into this and you're just like here for the big, the magnitude of the event, right? You're just like, oh yeah, let's just have the longest soccer game of all time, right? I like your arguments. I'm with you on many of them. Look, I'm going into this with full heart, eyes wide open. There is nothing I would love to see more than a Midwestern team just lift that NWSL trophy one more time under a new banner of ownership in a new franchise with different roster, right? Everything about Kansas City has been so exciting to watch. Who doesn't love the whole concept of worst to first storyline? And that is where I find my heart lying, but my soccer brain is fighting with me. And I'm going with the Portland Thorns in this game. I'm going with Portland Thorns as the winners in the NWSL Championship final for so many of the reasons that we've already discussed on this episode. I'm with you. Listen, maybe it's like the little Mexican kid in me growing up and being scared of certain stories and tales and, you know, whether it was Llorona or Chupacabra or what. But I too believe in the superstitions and the curses, but I also do believe that they are meant to be broken. So I'm with you on that. I love to hear you to say that as well. And I would love it to be Sophia Smith as well. I just think, look, we're not shying away from that. It'd be irresponsible of us to assume that that this season and even last season, that there were phases and stretches of the season that were incredibly difficult on these players with a lot of the news, a lot of different news and headlines around the league, right? And Portland is one of these franchises that has found themselves sort of going through the struggles and challenges of those things. But you could see for these players the unity and the care that they have and trust that they have with one another, in each other, and this moment that they're looking in front of them as an opportunity to sort of just not even just like lift another trophy, but to have another like wonderful moment for and with each other. So I am absolutely. I think there's a ton of pros and cons that you can go either way. Like I said, any other day, I don't blame you for almost saying like, "Oh wait, is it Kansas City?"
Sticking with Kansas City. I am sticking with Kansas City.
I'm gonna go with Portland Thorns. But listen, I think we're gonna be in for a real treat. I think that no matter who comes out the winner in this one, there's gonna be a lot to celebrate.
So a regulation, extra time, overtime, PKs. What do you have?
I want it to be nice and tidy. I want whoever wins this championship final to have as much celebratory festivities as possible with each other. So let's just say they're going to wrap it up in regulation. Let's say maybe it'll be a combo of a chess match and an end-to-end match. And we're going to get a 2-1 scoreline. Portland Thorns.
Oh, I like 2-1. I'm going 2-2 heading into regulation.
Or extra time?
Yeah, into extra time. And the end of regulation. Wow, it's been a long day.
Okay. 2-2. Is someone getting the game winner?
Well, yeah.
I mean, but
I don't know who. I don't even know.
It's too much.
It's a little too much right now. It's going to be a Kansas City player because I picked them, but I think we're going 2-2. Lots of goals in this one. I think Smith will get a goal. Sophia Smith, I do.
And then Kansas City locks it up in extra time.
Kansas City locks it up.
All right. We'll see. This has been a blast. This is our preview episode. It's just a taste of what we got going on this week.